Hi, I'm Des. Today we're in Germany to drive these two Porsches. On the left side we have the Cayman GT4 street car, and on the right side we have the Cayman GT4 Clubsport, which is for track use only. So, today we're driving two different versions of the Porsche Cayman GT4. First up is the street version. This is the standard road legal GT4 with a 3.8 liter 6-cylinder boxer engine. It produces 385 horsepower, 420 newton meters of torque, and comes with the manual gearbox as standard. We're here in former Eastern Germany at the Lausitzring. Very nice little racetrack where I've never been before. So we're going to do a few laps to warm up and get to know the racetrack. And then later on we'll drive the race version of this car. So the first few laps at the Lausitzring, so much fun. It's really hard to describe. There's so much grip. In the past we had a big discussion at GTspirit about the sound of the new Cayman and Boxster 4-cylinder engines. And if you drive the Cayman GT4 and if you hear it racing around the racetrack, you can definitely say that the 6-cylinder is a great sounding engine. With this exhaust, it really blows you away, and the 4-cylinder will never be able to get close to it. On the other hand, the performance of the new 4-cylinder engine, of course, is much better than the old naturally aspirated 6-cylinder. So from a performance perspective, I have to say I prefer the 4-cylinder, but from the sound, obviously, maybe this is the best sounding Porsche on the market. So I had a few laps with the car here in the Lausitzring, and I'm really blown away. I've driven the car on the road before, and of course you notice some of the cornering capabilities and stuff, but the way this car sticks to the tarmac is really impressive. A lot of it has to do with the suspension setup. It's not the fastest in a straight line, and it definitely doesn't have 911 turbo performance when you look at the engine alone. But the way it handles and the way it corners, it has a great balance. So the road car is a very comfortable car, but this is a race car, so getting in and out of it is a little bit of a challenge, especially for someone that's as tall as I am. But after a few practice laps, it actually works all right. So as you can see, the interior of the GT4 Clubsport is completely different from the road car. Some pieces remain. You see the dashboard, you see the air conditioning controls, you see the gear shift. But in general, it's just a stripped down version of the Cayman GT4. In total, the weight has been brought down to 1,300 kilos, which makes this a very competitive car in the GT4 class. Another thing that you will notice is that this doesn't have a manual gearbox. The road GT4 comes with a manual gearbox only. It's a very purist car, and a lot of Porsche fans have praised it for this purist approach. But then the race car, the manual gearbox is replaced with the PDK double clutch gearbox and flappy pedals behind the steering wheel. So the ABS is also changed. There's a switch now between from 0 to 10, where you can set the specific ABS settings depending on the weather, the quality of the tires, etc. This is obviously different from the road car. So the GT4 Clubsport has a lot more to it than just taking some components away. The front suspension is taking over from the GT3 Cup car. Same goes for the brakes, and it lifts the GT4 to a whole new performance level. The braking feel in this car is very similar to the standard road car, but if you go to the MR, which has a completely different brake setup, it's really a race car. So the Mentai racing package, which costs around 28,000 euros, adds different braking setup, different rear wing in carbon fiber, which you can adjust. Adjustable suspension as well. So both of these cars have actually been quite a remarkable success for Porsche. They never expected that it would be such a tremendous success. Of the Cayman GT4, in total 5,000 have been built, but they are no longer available as new. For the track car, it goes more or less the same. It's the most successful race car ever built. I think they built 420 of these Cayman GT4 Clubsports. And there's a little twist. Some of them are also being homologated for a special GT4 class, which wasn't planned in the beginning, but because of the popularity of the car, more and more racing teams were asking for it. And now Manthey Racing is building a special version of this one, which comes with the full roll cage and all the requirements to drive in the GT4 racing class. So this beautiful day has almost come to an end. We started with the GT4 this morning, then I drove the GT4 Clubsport, and finally the GTsport Clubsport MR, the homologated car for the GT4 racing series. If the GT4 is a go-kart, then the GT4 Clubsport MR is a go-kart on steroids. The level of confidence it gives you is really incredible.
Hi, I'm Zed, welcome to GTspirit and Berkeley Square, where Bentley, Jack Barkley and HRO are hosting a very special event. A few of the Bentleys have just returned from Le Mans and they're going to do a few parade laps. It's a very special event with a very nice party, and yeah, let's go inside and have a look.